everyone, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. And today I thought I would do a reset. I saw Hannah Elise do this and I thought this was such a good idea because I'm kind of sick of doing monthly resets. I saw her do a quarterly reset and I said, what a great idea. So I'm gonna try that out. So I'm like, let's do a quarterly reset to go from quarter one to quarter two. I know we're technically in quarter two right now, but like, it's fine. My goals have changed. It's like when I look at my 2024 goal list that I wrote down here, some of this stuff I don't even want to do anymore. I wrote like a quarter two goal thing, and so we're gonna do that instead. I just picked 4 big ones. The first one is I really want to start therapy. Guys, I've been meaning to do this for a while. I feel like a year ago I said I was gonna do this and I still haven't done it. I really should. In a similar vein, I put find a new dentist on here, but really I just have to call my dad's dentist and make an appointment. And I know this seems simple, but I hate calling people. I get like anxiety when I have to call people, and I know that is ridiculous, but I just do. I don't like talking on the phone. I don't like it at all. It is what it is, okay? Then I said I want to establish a workout routine. I used to be really good about this. I used to be like a gym fiend when I was in college. I was like always working out, and it helps with my anxiety, helps me sleep, and obviously it's just like good for you in general. So I would really like to start doing that again and just getting back into having like some sort of routine. And then I put get monetized on here. This is one of the only 2024 goals that I put on my goals list at the beginning of the year that I still want to do. Obviously this is in progress. I'm working towards this right now, but I wanted to put it on there because I want to continue to work towards that. That's like, I would like to do that this year. So those are my goals, and I just want to continue to work towards that. One of the big reasons I wanted to do like a quarterly reset was to kind of just like reorient myself, because I feel like my priorities have changed so much since when I made this list, like last year or at the beginning of this year. I feel like I'm not in a place in my life where I feel the need to do monthly resets. I don't have that many things I feel like monthly I need to keep track of. I still keep a personal to-do list for every month of like things I need to do or things I like think I would like to do, but I just don't feel the need to like go through them on camera anymore. Like I just like don't really like doing monthly resets lately, and I don't want to force myself to do something if I'm not enjoying it. I gotta blow my nose. Also, one of the things I really liked about doing monthly resets was that it was kind of like a snapshot of like what I was watching and reading then, and like what my favorites were. Obviously I did a January, February, and I think a March reset. I just didn't do an April one. So next quarter I'll probably have a longer list of like what I've been watching and reading. But because I've like already covered those in past resets, I'm just gonna like do the ones that I haven't done yet. So I don't know if I'm gonna be repeating myself from March. In March, I watched Jane the Virgin. I didn't finish it. I got into like season 3, maybe? There was a time jump. I got to like the time jump and then I kind of got bored of it. We'll see if I go back to it, but I was really into it for like the first few seasons. Gave that like an 8 out of 10 on IMDb. I was really addicted. It was good. Then I watched Greenhouse Academy. I don't know if I talked about this already. Gave this a 6 out of 10 stars. And listen, it's objectively not very good, but the reason it got a 6 for me was because I got really into season 1. And it was really good for a second there. There was like a handful of like 3 episodes where it had like kind of House of Anubis vibes, and I was all over that. But then they kind of just like dropped that, so then I didn't really like it anymore. I don't even think I watched all of the seasons that were on Netflix because I kind of got bored after like that initial burst. I skipped season 3 because so many characters leave. I was like, I just don't care. I watched some of season 4 because I wanted to see how it ended. Then I started Northern Rescue. Gave that a 4. Don't think I'll go back to it. It was fine. It just like wasn't for me. I watched Country Comfort on Netflix. Then I found out there's only 1 season and I'm super upset. So I gave this an 8 out of 10 stars, and I got like super into it because it was just like a cute little sitcom, and it made me cry a few times. And then I was like, I thought that there was gonna be 2 seasons, or that like it was 1 season but there would be more. And then I saw that it was made in 2021 and I was like, no, because that means there's not gonna be any more seasons. Then I watched Jenny and Georgia finally and gave this a 9 out of 10 stars. I got super into this. I binged it so quickly and I cannot wait for the next season because obviously it ended on such a cliffhanger. I love all the characters. It's just like the perfect mix of like Gilmore Girls but also like drama, and I love Georgia. She's such a girl boss. Like I just love her. She's like so crazy but like in the best way. Like I'm literally obsessed with her. There's also so many Degrassi actors and actresses it's like kind of like a game to see where they're gonna pop up. And I don't know if anybody said this before, but I think it's so funny because every time I see one, I'm like, oh my god, there's another one. That I started watching Station 19 and I am on episode 10 of season 1. I'm super into that as well. I know that it's gonna be really sad because it's the Grey's Anatomy spin-off, so like bad things are gonna happen and it's gonna get sad, but I'm enjoying it so far. I also know people have a lot of complaints about season 6, so I'm kind of like nervous because right now I really like it and I like the season 1 group, and I'm like, I just know that that group changes because like I don't live under a rock, so I've like seen some stuff and I'm just nervous because I'm like, I hate when shows like start off so well in like season 1 or season 2 and then they just like lose everything that made it special, you know? But it's fine. It'll tide me over until 911 comes back. And I like all the characters. I still don't know all their names, I gotta be honest, because it's like they only use their last names so much, and then it's like obviously on their turnouts it says their last names, and there's so many characters that I frequently forget what their names are. Like I know Jack, finally. For the longest time, I was just calling him Gibson. That's his name, right? See, now I'm questioning. And Andy, I knew her name pretty quickly because I feel like her dad says it a lot. I know Vic now, but I feel like I didn't know her name for so long. I knew Maya's name really fast. I know Miller, but that's not his name. He's got a different first name. But see, and it's like, oh, Travis, that one took me a long time too, because I just know he's Montgomery. So it's like, it took me so long to learn all these characters. Oh, and I don't know the guy's name, who's the girl from Grey's Anatomy's husband, because there's just too many characters. But I will say I love them all. I think all their characters are super interesting. It's like, it's nice because there's not a character that it focuses on where I'm like, ugh. Like, you know when you're watching a show, has a lot of characters and they focus on like your least favorite character and you're like, I'm bored, I want to fast forward. I don't really have that issue. Like right now I like all the characters and I'm like interested in all their storylines. Except I don't really like the neighbor cop guy because like, he just annoys me. I don't know why. And that scene with the flying baby, if you know, you know. Put that in slow-mo was just ridiculous. It's not as good as 911, but it'll do for now while I wait for more 911 content. But nothing's ever gonna be as good as 911 for me. Lone Star isn't even as good as 911 to me, so nothing was gonna even come close. So this is decent. I'm hooked. I like Jack. I was iffy on him, but then now I really like him. I was iffy on Andy, but now I like her fine. But I do agree that I don't think either one of them was ready to be captain at this point in season 1. I think Maya would make a better captain, low-key. And I was kind of hoping they would make her captain instead. They haven't said who they picked for captain, but I think it's going to be someone who's an outsider. I don't like, what is his name, Pruitt, Andy's dad. I don't like him because he just is frustrating as a character to watch. But I will say I do agree with the fact that he didn't support anyone, you know, because I know that's his daughter, but at the same time I agree with what he said about how he doesn't think they should pick sides right now as a station because like they're kind of vulnerable after everything and they should kind of be united against like a new captain and an outsider. And I kind of get what he's saying, and I do think he really values what's best for his team that he's built, and I do think it came from that place. Like I don't think it came from a place of wanting to hurt his child. I just think it really came from a place of like wanting what's best for the team that he built. Like I think it just kind of, it transcended their relationship. But I totally understand why Andy's upset because I would be upset too. Also, Andy really does not give a fuck about Jack's feelings. Holy God. I agree. Pulling a ring out after 6 months of a secret relationship, which I don't even know if it was a relationship, if they even really went on dates or anything, but like that's a little crazy, I will admit. But she really just did not care about his feelings. Like hooking up with the other guy and then just rubbing it in his face and just like freaking out about the ring and then not even really talking to him about it. And when she finally talked to him about it, everything she said was just so rude. It was like there was a nicer way to say it. She could have explained it better. And maybe that's part of her character, that she's just kind of like emotionally stunted. But it just, I was like, damn, like she really just does not care. It's just insane. I think my favorite character is Maya because I think she's fun. So I think she's my favorite right now. But those are my thoughts. And then what I've been reading, I don't even know if I've finished any books this month. Good Lord. I've been reading, I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I've been reading a lot of fan fiction because it's tiding me over until 911. Okay? The Buck and Eddie fan fiction is great. There's plentiful amount, it's wonderful. Before that, I was on my Teen Wolf fanfiction grind because listen, I'm a huge Theo and Liam shipper, and also for some reason the fanfiction for them slaps. It's beautiful. It's some of the best written work I've ever seen, like including like published books. Like some of that fanfiction is just like, holy god, I just so well said. Like I don't even know, like I read some of it. I've reread a few stories of that like over and over again, and these are like novel length stories, like they're like 100,000 words, and I'm like, this is one of the most beautiful things that I've ever read. Genuinely, the fanfiction is so good. And now I'm on my Buck and Eddie fanfiction grind because I'm patiently or not so patiently awaiting the next episode, which is going to be Maddie and Jimmy's wedding, and I cannot fucking wait. I'm so excited. I don't understand why we can't just let them get married in peace. Actually, I do understand, because it wouldn't be 9/1 if we did. I'm like, can't we? But I'm also very excited for the Hangover-esque episode that's gonna happen. I'm not saying I'll never do monthly resets again. I just am not at a place in my life where I need them. I don't do a lot, so I don't have a lot to reset or remember or reflect on by the time the month ends. And I'm okay with that because, again, if you have been watching my channel, you know 2024 for me, it's almost like a gap year. I'm kind of taking a gap year off of life. It's like a gap year without the traveling because I'm broke. That's what I wanted, and I'm happy. I feel like sometimes you need the stillness to like think about things and discover things about yourself, and I do feel like I have, and I feel like I'm a more confident person than I was in 2023. I feel like I know a lot more. I have a much clearer picture of what I want for myself than I did back in 2023. Hope you enjoyed this. Comment down below what shows you've been watching in 2024 and what books you've been reading. If you have any like show recommendations or book recommendations or videos you want to see from me, comment them down below. I always love to see them. And be sure to give it a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed. If you're not subscribed already, you should do that. It's a nice little family over here. And yeah, I will see you guys on Friday with another video. Later, haters. Bye.